This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let's talk a little bit about Wahoo McDaniel here for a minute. We haven't seen a ton of Wahoo this year. He started showing up a little bit in March. They're setting up a feud with him and Mr. Garvin.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of fans are watching this along with us, and they're discovering Wahoo maybe for the first time. Because if you're a fan my age, I'm as I said, 39 years old, you probably didn't see much Wahoo at all.
Right.
Unless you've gone back and watched it on tapes, but like actually growing up, like as this show is airing here when we're watching, I'm 4 years old. So I'm not, I didn't watch this. I don't remember Wahoo.
Right.
But I think there's like a newfound appreciation for some of those guys. And I think that's what's so great about wrestling, even compared to other sports, because it's not as if there's a resurgence of guys going and watching old baseball games. I know it happens, but like there's not a lot of younger folks going and seeking out the legacy performers, and that exists in wrestling. And I think Wahoo is a fine example of that. I mean, I've become such a fan of what he did. I think I mentioned it last week. I bought his damn headdress, and I get it delivered today, and I'm like on fire for it. I can't wait to see it.
That's tremendous purchase by you. I think it's going to be a great piece for your collection. You know, I knew of Wahoo because of my fandom in the 70s. Hold on a second.
All right, Copenhagen. Come back to our Mid-Atlantic World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Black Bart, going to be defending against Gene Ligon. We got to get Black Bart as an interview. Have you seen Black Bart's interviews in more recent years?
No, I've not.
Woo.
He's become somewhat of a controversial figure, hasn't he?
You will love that interview if we're able to secure that.
Okay.
Now that I'm thinking about all the silly interviews we're going to be able to do, this might actually be a blessing in disguise.
We'll see.
You and I have always just done it, just you and I. And
right,
man, if you've ever done it with two people and then you try it in a third person, it adds a whole new level of excitement. Because you get a little monotonous doing it with the same person all the time. Shows, podcasts, Tony.
Okay, so I mean, you've got the biggest star, really, of that era in your family. I don't know why we don't get his silly ass on. Well, maybe I just answered my own question.
Well, here's the deal. He has low-key heat with you.
He does?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's constantly saying, you know, why the fuck can't Tony Schiavone come up with something else entertaining to talk about than me? You know, how long am I going to have to carry this guy?
Well, tell him, don't look at the comic book.
Oh God.
Sorry.
He's suing folks right now. I'd be careful using his likeness. I hope everyone can hear what I'm saying. I would be very careful using Ric Flair's likeness.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Here's the thing though. You've been sued for less, you know?
Well, you're always looking in your older age for money streams. Why not go the legal route?
Well, I mean, you went to crayons. He went to the.
You always say that shit when I've got a monster at my mouth.
Lois is in the room. I don't have my camera on. I'm sorry.
Toss that softball, buddy. Yeah. Boom. And Conrad knocks it right out of the park.
By the way, can I just tell you that I love your kids?
Yeah.
I had a great conversation with one of them a couple of weeks ago, and I just think a lot of y'all.
Well, thanks. I'm proud
with your raising. You should tell Lois that.
Yeah, I think we did too. Yeah. With the exception of maybe one, I think we did a great job.
Yeah, that Chris is a nothing happening son of a bitch.
Oh man, there's a story. There's a unknown story about Chris Schiavone.
Well, let's hear it.
I can't tell it on the air, but I'll tell you. Huh?
That bad?
It's not bad. It's interesting. But I'm sworn to secrecy to it. So, but I'll tell you about it.
Oh yeah, well, I don't count. Hey,
no, I'm going to tell you about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, when you said sworn to secrecy, like, I don't think he cares if I know.
Oh yeah, right. Exactly. Right.
What did you hear that people over at adfreeshows.com actually asked, hey, can we get to ask Conrad's parents anything?
That'll be tremendous.
Well, it already happened. Casio Kid came to the office unbeknownst to me. Sat down with my parents, and did like a little interview with him where I guess our listeners had submitted a bunch of questions, and I don't know how to feel about that, Tony.
Well, it would be an interesting take, because I'd like to know how you were growing up. That would be very interesting.
Well, apparently Cassio said, buddy, there's some stuff in here gonna go viral. I'm like, oh no.
Well, there you go.
No.
There you go. That's what he used to do. Hook 'em horns, Texas.
History.
I hope I'm going to talk to him.
Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion. Here is national
that's good enough.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.